Hello everyone. So as NABARD examination is near, so we are going to cover such scheme which can be important from the NABARD examination perspective, and hence we have come up with the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund today. So what is this scheme about and what are the important components under it? We are going to understand in this session in a comprehensive manner. But before that, here's an announcement for all the aspirants who are preparing for central regulatory body. We have come up with one-stop solution guide to all the queries that you must be having regarding the organization you want to join. So for example, if you know about what is the role of RBI, NABARD or SEBI in India's economy, what will be your role once you join the organization, all these details you can find in these e-guidebooks free of cost. Along with that, not only about this but about the recruitment process. So how many phases are there, what happens in each phase, what sort of questions are asked, what is the previous year trend of cutoffs, and all things all have been comprehensively covered. So do not miss the opportunity. You can download these e-course book, and I would want to repeat that these are free of cost, so do not miss the opportunity. And the link, yes, it is in the description box below. So now let's talk about the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund and what was the need to introduce it in India. What was the need to launch this particular scheme? Okay. So if you look at the original guidelines, official guidelines of this particular scheme, there it has been written that if we compare in foreign land where the food wastage after it has like grown properly and harvested properly, देखो, a farmer in India has to face the losses in agriculture at every step, right? Even before farming and during the farming also, if any natural calamity happen or anything that happens, because of that they have to face the loss. After that, even if everything went well and they harvested the products well, what is harvesting? The when you cut down the crops, or when you cut down the crops, that particular process is known as harvesting. Okay, even after that he has to face various problems. For example, if they don't have the proper storage, okay, they would have to either sell the product at the minimal whatever rate they are getting, right? Apart from that, because they don't have storage, so what if they have harvested everything, but as you can see in the picture, because of the rain, everything, it just got wasted and now it is nowhere to be utilized, right? So that is why if you compare in foreign land, the post harvest, so देखो, harvest is the process when you have cut down the crops. The whatever process that happens after harvesting, it is known as post harvest. If we compare in other countries, the loss is somewhere around 5% to maximum to 15%. But if we compare here in India, it is somewhere around 15 to 20%, and that is the data in the official notification. However, if you look at the FAO guideline, it is even more than that. Around 25 to 30% is said to be lost after harvesting, and because of the poor infrastructure that we have. So that is why, with the same intention, government came up with the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, basically where the funding will be provided, and this will be provided in the form of loan. That I want to clear, we will understand that in a better manner. However, loaning will be provided to the farmers, or maybe anybody who is associated with farming, for the infrastructure building purpose. ठीक है? And in what sector? In agriculture sector only we are taking. So for example, if any person goes that they want to have an industry, right, they will not come under this. Only the one who would establish infrastructure in agriculture, only those can avail the offer. Okay, so this is the basic understanding of this. Now let's look at the details of this particular scheme. And yes, one more thing, that because of the same reason, to provide the infrastructure, this central sector scheme of financing facility was made. Means basically under this scheme, it is a center sector, means it will be 100% funded by the central government for financing facility, to provide the financing to the people who are engaged in agriculture and would want to establish infrastructure in it. Okay, so this is the gist. So launcher of this is, so basically this scheme was launched under the COVID package that we have, Atmanirbhar COVID package. You must all remember it. It was launched back in 2020. So under that only this agriculture infrastructure fund was also introduced. And as we are talking about agriculture, so its ministry is Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Okay, easy till now. Now let's understand the more details of it, starting with the aim. So aim, I have already told you, right? We are providing funding under it. Okay, So here what will be done, this loaning that will be provided, it will be medium or long term debt financial facility. What does it mean? देखो there are three types of loans, short loans, okay, which can be repaid within a day or within a month, like very short duration, right? Then we have medium term loans, and then we have what, we have the long term loans. Okay, so here the funding will be provided for medium and long, and you can understand for yourself, here we are not talking about small infrastructure, we are talking about big infrastructure, we are talking about making warehouses. Okay, so all these things and other, I will just tell you the examples as well, just to give you a brief understanding. I gave you the example of warehouse. Okay, so what I want to convey, that the even the infrastructure that needs to be built, those are, you know, very big, and if the loaning will be taken, the person will be actually, it will take time for him to pay back the loan, and that is why here medium to long term debt financing will be provided in viable projects. Now viable projects are actually the profitable projects, right? So here, because we are providing like loan and for infrastructure, even the government would want to have in that scenarios where they would actually have profit, so that the people who are taking the loan, if they have the profit, they will be able to pay back the debt also, right? So the investment will be given to viable projects. Now how that will be determined? Of course, if the government is providing loan, that will be done by banks, right? So bank first have proper background check, and then they will decide if the money has to be given or not, right? And it is a type of center sector scheme, means 100% funded by the central government. Talking about the budget, so देखो overall budget, now we are talking about that 100%. Well, it says, because center sector means, it means it will be funded by central government, but actually government will not pay the money from their pocket. What the government is going to do, government will ask the banks only to give the loan. Okay, so additionally government is not doing anything. Government will ask the banks to pay the loan, but if for once the beneficiaries are not able to pay back, in that cases government will back up. So it's kind of like that. Okay, so here the government is not paying from its own, government have just asked, or you can say directed the banks, so that they will pay loan, okay, to the beneficiaries, and then this is how the scheme is going to work. So how much money has been allocated? It means that the banks have to pay rupees 1 lakh crore. We are not talking about individual banks, you have to keep in mind, we are talking about the overall that money will be spent. So it includes all the banks who will be under the particular scheme. Okay, now how the distribution will be done, so that will depend on they would be given targets, that they have to meet these targets. ठीक है, ऐसे ही चलेगा. Rupees 1 lakh crore is under the particular project funding or budget, you can say. Okay, and of course this will be provided by banks and financial institutions as loans. Okay, so here the bank is also under profit. Why? Because if they are providing loan, of course they are going to get interest as profit, right? Unko profit as interest. So basically here for even the banks, it is a win-win situation. And duration, देखो initially this scheme was launched, it was launched back in 2020 time period, right? So initially it was launched just till 29-30 तक का tenure, but later on it was further increased to the year duration of 2032 to 33. So this is it is important to remember. The earlier one is not, but this is what you have to remember. Currently this scheme will run for 13 years. ठीक है, अब who will get the funding? So we are talking about infrastructure. देखो there are two ways, because देखो ultimately even infrastructure is being made so that agriculture can prosper, right? So in agriculture there are two sort of infrastructure. There are, you can say, two time period where infrastructure they play a major role. First, of course, post harvest. Okay, in post harvest condition, basically as we have sent for as we have discussed, like for storage purpose, for other such purposes, for transportation purpose also, you can say that if you have proper such instrument, right, the transportation is also possible if you have proper infrastructure, right? Another one is where is infrastructure is required. It requires in the while you give inputs into the agriculture system also. Now what are the inputs? For example, if I want to go for organic farming, right, for that I have to first make the manure, or it can be like manure or compost or whatever you are making. ठीक है, अब making compost also there is an infrastructure that is required. You can't just make it anywhere. Like you can make it, but then again if rain comes, then what how will you going to manage that, right? Because there also we requires definite moisture percentage, then we have to make it through go processes, right? Then only it is readily available. So that is why there is two type of infrastructure funding that will be given. ठीक है, the first will be given for the post harvest, that we have already understood, right? So now you need not to memorize everything, but just give you a basic idea. ठीक है, supply chain should be proper, right? So if from you can say Jammu, if I have to send something to Kerala, proper supply chain should be there, right? So that the product do not perish, because we are talking about agriculture products. Warehouses, places to store the grains, right? Silos, now silos is a you can say it's an infrastructure that preserves fodder is the food that you give to livestock. ठीक है, then we have pack houses. ठीक है, there are sorting and grading unit. You must have observed that in the market the products, the fruits, they are of what equal sizes only, right? And why so? Because that fetch you more that fetch the farmer or the seller more money, right? So proper grading, sorting of all these things. So all in all, you can just say normally that after the harvesting, whatever be the infrastructure that is needed for that, funding will be given. Another one is community farming asset. What does it mean? So the inputs that I just talked now. So for those inputs, the money funding will be provided for community, like in the community basis, because in that case only, if the community is involved, so what will happen? First of all, the community then provide good inputs into the agriculture so that they get the better output, right? And in that way the large infrastructure will be created. ठीक है, so here we are looking at organic input production as the example just I gave you, right? Biostimulant production unit. So basically biostimulants are देखो the fertilizers, the chemical fertilizers that are being spread into the field, okay, that of course that helps to stimulate the plant growth, right? But that is harmful also, right? So in that cases we have to go for biostimulants. So biostimulants mein we have pesticides, we have biofertilizers, right? So those has to be modified in labs only, and then they are being used in the field, right? So bio means they are from the living source only. These are your bacteria, viruses and all, right? But they have to first be converted in such a way that it can be used in the farm, okay? So biostimulants, so for that production unit should be there, right? Infrastructure for smart and precision agriculture. So this is the infrastructure that is before farming that we require, and these were the afterwards, right? Now who will give the funding? ठीक है, तो funding will be given by your scheduled commercial banks, scheduled cooperative banks, regional rural banks, small finance bank, then we have NBFCs, and we have National Cooperative Development Corporation. Means these are the funding institutions from where the eligible beneficiary, they can take up the loan. However, first they would have to sign a memorandum of understanding. Whichever scheduled commercial bank would want to be part of it, they first would have to sign an MOU either with NABARD or with the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare to be part of this particular scheme, or to spend the funding under the scheme. ठीक है, now who are the beneficiaries? For beneficiaries, I would not recommend that you have to memorize again, because देखो, anybody who is involved in agriculture, any farmer producing organization, any primary agriculture credit society, even if you read now, you would get to know that okay, if these are related to agriculture, these will be eligible. Even the state agriculture agencies, they can also take they can be part of this particular scheme, they can be the beneficiary, right? So anybody, any cooperative society, any self-help group, any even the agriculture produce marketing, APMC सुना होगा ना आपने, जो आड़त या जो मंडी होती है बेसिकली, they can even be beneficiary under the scheme. ठीक है, अब लोन डिसबर्समेंट कैसे होगा? लोन डिसबर्समेंट अंदर विल कंप्लीट इन 6 years. इनिशियली 4 years टाइम पीरियड वाज दैट, बट नाउ इट हैज बीन एक्सटेंडेड टू 6 years. देखो हाउ 6 years? Overall the scheme will run for 13 years, right? So here it is being said that in this 13 years, even the money that has been given and the interest that have to given back, basically loaning भी वापस आनी चाहिए. Loan should also be just given back to the banks in this 13 years time period only, right? So that is why for initial 6 years the loan disbursement will happen. For the initial 6 years only the loan disbursement happen, and the rest 7 years which is there, then in that scenario what will happen? They will get back the money. The money will start coming back to the bank. ठीक है, that is why it's overall 13 years, and for the overall 13 years government is not giving the money. Why? Because if it is giving for 13 years, of course if anybody goes for the 12th year or the 13th year to avail the benefit, they would require some 7 to 8 years, right, to pay back the loan, because they are going for heavy loan for the infrastructure in agriculture. That is why it's just limited time period. तो loan disbursement कितने टाइम में होगा? Complete within the 6 years only. ठीक है, अब कितना कितना देना होगा, ठीक है. सो गवर्नमेंट हैज डायरेक्टेड दैट फॉर द फाइनेंशियल फॉर द फर्स्ट ईयर, राइट, फॉर 2021, एंड दैट केस इट वाज सेड दैट ओनली दैट 4 overall is like 1 lakh crore, right. So out of that 4,000 crore will be disbursed in 1 year. After that in the next year it was said, देखो अब 1 year में like 1 lakh crore में, if in 1 lakh crore 4,000 crore has been given, how much is left? 96,000 is left, right. So out of that for now what amount will be dispersed or was dispersed in the year 21-22, that was 16,000 crore, ठीक है. Now for the year after that 2023 से 25-26 तक, because why 25-26, why not 32-33? Because we have understood that only for 6 years the loan will be disbursed, right. So in that case then from 2022 onwards now it's being given 20,000 crore per year for the next 4 years, ठीक है. It was what was envisaged by the government. Now in ground reality how much is given, how much is not, that's a different point to discuss, ठीक है. Now repayment period covers, ठीक है, maximum year of 7 years. Of course now you can understand why maximum period of 7 have been given. For example, देखो if somebody is in first year only they have taken the loan, of course they have 12 years to pay, right. But you have to, when you make rules, you have to be equal for all, right. If somebody is taking loan at 6th year, so for that what is the limitation that in which he can give back? So what is the limitation? Is 7 years only, right, because then 13 years will touch. So that is why for everybody this repayment is kept what it is has been kept for 7 years, ठीक है. Repayment period covered under the will be maximum period of 7 years, ठीक है. Moratorium period means, see, basically this is the time period, because देखो whenever you take loan it's not like ना you are going to have instant benefit or instant profit and you can repay everything. No, there is a certain time period till which you establish something, and in that time period you do not have enough money to just pay back. So this moratorium period is that freezing period, you can say, where the person would not have to pay back to the bank, right. So that you know there's some establishment that person can do. So moratorium period here is minimum of 6 months, maximum of 2 years, and of course this will depend on how much loan have you taken, ठीक है. On that basis this is the moratorium period that has been assigned. अभी इतना समझ में आ गया, I hope that is clear. Next is about this particular scheme is also known as what? So this particular scheme is also known as National Agriculture Financing Facility. Why have I shared? So that you must know in the examination, if Agriculture Infrastructure Fund has not been written, but National Agricultural Infrastructure Financing Facility is written, both are the same scheme only, ठीक है. एक चीज याद रखना है. And this is managed and monitored through online. So whatever be the funding, because देखो here banks is doing everything, right, but Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare would want to have an overview or monitoring over that, right. So that will be done through an online platform, ठीक है. Loans will have interest subvention of 3% per annum. देखो if you are taking loan, of course there will be some interest that will be charged over it, right. It can be anything, it can be 11%, 15%, 7%, depending on from where are you taking and what sort of loan you are taking, right. And also it depends from banks to banks, right. So government is saying that if you are duly paying back the interest, in that case what we will do, whatever be the interest rate that is charged by you, 3% of that we will give, okay. So this is known as interest subvention, where the government will help you with the paying back of interest. They will bear the 3% of it. However, if what if you have taken like a huge amount of loan, in that case government can't give 3% of everything, right. That is why they have made this upper limit, that 3% yes we will give, but it's a limit of 2 crore. If you have taken any loan above 2 crore, we will pay back till 2 crore only. We will just calculate the what is the 3% of that particular 2 crore will become, and we will pay just that much only, ठीक है. So this is the interest subvention government is providing, and subvention will be available for maximum period of 7 years, and you have to pay back the money वैसे भी in the 7 years only, ठीक है. Now apart from that, if banks, so we have told the banks, because government is not giving anything to bank, right. Government is just saying that whatever you have, like you pay to the people, right. So in that case अगर refinance support चाहिए होगा, अगर कहीं से if required need based finance support चाहिए होगा, okay, to all the eligible lending institute. For example, I am a bank, right, and I want to be a part of it because it is profitable for me as well, because I will get the interest, so it will provide profit to my bank, right. But I don't have enough money to give the credit. So in such case what can be done, I will also first take some loan, okay, so that I can give it ahead, it, and of course I will charge more interest for it, so that ultimately I am at profit, right? So this refinancing support can be made available by whom? By NABARD organization. So any lending entity including the cooperative banks and RRB, as per the policy, they can take the refinancing support from the NABARD organization. ठीक है. अब these are the things, I hope till now basics all the things are clear. ठीक है. अब what I said initially, that government will also back up. देखो, if bank is paying loan, and of course there is some personal interest of bank as well, that they are going to get ultimately profit, right? But here we are also talking about agriculture, right? And it's very risky kind of business if we specifically talk in India, right? And what if to the eligible beneficiaries where the loan was given, what if the bank is not able to take that back, or maybe the beneficiaries, they did not pay back? In that case, what happens, right? So such things where especially the government has launched some schemes, such things are risky, right? That what if it always comes, right? So that is why what assurance the government has given to the bank, that if the people are not able to pay back the loan, we will do so. However, they have make upper limit again up to of 2 crore, ठीक है? एंड फॉर दैट दे हैव क्रिएटेड अ क्रेडिट गारंटी फंड ट्रस्ट फॉर MSME. देखो ये आपका वैसे MSME लिखा हुआ है, बेसिकली देखो एक फंड ट्रस्ट है, इट इज़ अ फंड ट्रस्ट, एंड देर इज ऑलवेज अ मनी केप्ट इन दैट, सो दैट इट इज टू गिव टू द अश्योरेंस टू द बैंक, यू नीड नॉट टू वरी, लुक वी हैव अ ट्रस्ट, वी हैव केप्ट मनी इन इट, सो देर इज मनी अवेलेबल इफ समथिंग गोज रॉन्ग इन योर एंड, राइट? एंड वाई इज देर इज अ लिमिट? बिकॉज इफ दे डोंट पुट अ लिमिट, इफ गवर्नमेंट डज नॉट पुट अ लिमिट, then in that case bank is just going to without having any proper background check, they are just going to give back the money, because then they would have the assurity na, anyway government is going to give, right? So that is why there's a limit also there. However, an assurance is also given to bank that if beneficiary in genuine condition they are not able to give back, government will support that. ठीक है. Then we have another thing, of the total amount that we have said 1 lakh crore, of that 25% of the total grant in aid that has been said should be utilized by SC/ST entrepreneurs. So government say that SC/ST entrepreneurs should get a push, so at least of the overall amount 24% should be given to them. ठीक है. In that also 16% for the SC and 8% for the ST. ठीक है. मॉनिटरिंग फ्रेमवर्क कैसे होगा? एट नेशनल लेवल देर इज अ कमिटी फॉर मॉनिटरिंग एंड अ कमिटी फॉर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग. ठीक है. एक स्टेट लेवल मॉनिटरिंग कमिटी होगी, लुकिंग एट एवरीथिंग, एंड डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल मॉनिटरिंग कमिटी होगी. बेसिक थिंग्स, नॉट दैट मच. ठीक है. नाउ हाउ एवरीबडी इज गोइंग टू गेट द प्रॉफिट? सो ऑफकोर्स फार्मर इज गोइंग टू गेट द मनी एंड एट अ सब्सिडाइज रेट. ऑफकोर्स गवर्नमेंट इज हेल्पिंग विद इट, राइट? सो दे कैन establish, and of course they are going to have profit out of it, right? If they establish infrastructure in the long run, it is going to help them. So farmer is at profit, right? How government is at profit? देखो गवर्नमेंट का काम ही है, इट्स वर्क ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ओनली, इट्स टू help or to have development in country, right? So in one way they would have to actually go and search like who is in need. But in such scenario, when they have just released the scheme, in that case what happens? The people, they come to the government to be part of the scheme. You understand that here the government, anybody have to do things for profit basis, right? But here what happens? They have just launched a scheme, and here the people who are in need, who have to be uplifted, they themselves come to government to be part of it, right? So it's a win-win for government as well. And of course in the long run, if infrastructure is proper, agriculture prosperous, the GDP will also prosperous, right? More job, more GDP. Agriculture startups, they are getting a good opportunity, right? Startups, like if I want to have my own supply chain, cold chain facility, in that case it's a good opportunity for them. Okay. Banking system, they are going to get the interest, like they are going to get the profit now, and also the bank is giving support, so it is much less riskier. ठीक है. And how consumer are getting benefit? Because they would have more options available to them, right? And they would have good quality products, right? Because of the infrastructure development, and for example, if input is good, of course the product quality is going to be good, right? And because post harvest losses are not there, they would have options all throughout the year, right? So all are at a win-win situation in that. So here's a question in front of you, try to answer that. And these are the toppers of the last session. Sachin, agree, Shresht, we have saying the right answer, Udyani said the right answer, then we have Mohit saying the right answer, user saying the right answer, Nishtha, Shruti saying the right answer. Okay, Shruti asked where PDF कहाँ मिलेगा? It will be in the Telegram channel. Okay. Ashwini said the right answer, then we have Dixon said the right answer, we have Sushil. Okay Sushil, next video I'll make on that. Okay. Can you please share? So currently it's like Monday, Wednesday and Friday. It happens at 1 p.m. Okay, so this is the schedule. Then we have Nagpal. देखो, national education policy is not actually a scheme. It's rather a whole policy that has come. Okay, I'll convey to the respective faculty. The We'll do something about it. Okay, and thank you, Ritesh. And yes, the answer is correct. So that is all in this video. If you liked, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment it down, and if you want me to cover any scheme, do let me know. I'll definitely make a session on that. So that is all. We'll meet again with another video. Until all the very best for examination, and thank you.